Kenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your December 19th, your Monday evening cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. They help you manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, Ag Risk Advisors provide honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions to help you minimize risk and maximize profitability on your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to Ag Risk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Reuters has reported, according to an audit by federal prosecutors, almost 17% of the cattle bought by JBS South America in Brazil's Pará state in the Amazon rainforest came from ranches with irregularities such as illegal deforestation. The audit, which examined cattle purchases between July of 2019 and June of 2020, found the meat giant bought approximately 94,000 head of cattle from irregular ranches. Overall, the audit found 136,172 irregular cattle purchases by JBS and other unlisted meat packers in that region. According to JBS, the purchases were made more than 2 years ago when it had imprecise criteria for ranches, but since then, the issue has been fixed, or so they say. In the previous audit that covered the period between January of 2018 and June of 2019, JBS allegedly bought almost 301,000 head of cattle from irregular ranches. This does come as somewhat of a surprise considering JBS and numerous other meat packers signed commitments with prosecutors back in 2013, agreeing not to buy cattle from ranches that were cleared illegally since 2008 or have been blacklisted for environmental crimes. Interesting enough, this audit found JBS's major rival Minerva to have no irregular cattle purchases. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. They're going to be hosting a school down in Lindsay, Oklahoma on January 13th and 14th. If you're in that area, I encourage you to check them out. And if you want to check out their schedule, head on over to www.circle5cowschool.com. That's the number 5 in there, or go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. CNBC News has reported on Friday, in a third straight down day, Tyson Foods stock hit a 52-week low, signaling investors are losing confidence in the company amid growing margin pressure and operational issues. Just last week, the meat giant stock declined more than 4% to trade around $61 per share, its lowest level since November of 2020. The company's stock has fallen a whopping 30% just since the beginning of this year. Tyson's margins are being squeezed by a stronger cash market and lower retail prices for meat. The company is also reportedly dealing with staffing shortages. Numerous market analysts have downgraded Tyson stock throughout the year on the fact consumers will be trading down to cheaper meat brands as inflation continues to drive up costs. Drovers has reported, according to David Anderson, Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service livestock economist, retail beef prices are lower than a year ago. However, they are still historically high as inflationary challenges continue to impact the overall U.S. economy. With historically high prices, consumers are trading down to lower beef cuts as they attempt to stretch their food dollar as far as they can. However, beef demand is still staying strong. Anderson went on to explain that the drought and increased input costs have led to 2022 being on pace to produce a record amount of beef this year. A lot of cows and heifers have been slaughtered. We've talked about that before. He expects beef prices to increase in the coming year since our cow herd numbers are down 3% compared to last year at this time. This update is also sponsored by Open Country LLC. Dan McMartin has Bunning 380 and 780 manure spreaders on his lot, along with a full line of livestock equipment manufacturers such as Filson, WW, Real Tough, Workweld, and Gallagher. Keep in mind, all of his Gallagher products are 15% off every day. If you want to learn more, head on over to www.opencountrylllc.com. Finally, Meeting Place has reported, so far this year, highly pathogenic avian influenza, also known as the bird flu, has been reported in 702 commercial and backyard flocks in 47 states, affecting 57.53 million birds. Just in the last week, producers in 11 states reported outbreaks with more than 4 million birds being affected. As you would expect, the bird flu is cutting into poultry supplies and worsening food inflation since so many birds have been culled. Egg prices have doubled here in the US, and oven-ready chicken prices are up by about a quarter or more in the UK. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope everyone is staying warm. I hope everyone is dug out a little bit from all the snow that fell last week. It looks like it's going to be a doozy of a week here in central Nebraska. Terribly cold, more snow. But you guys have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Stay warm. I will catch you later on this week.